Alright, good morning, Floating Point here. Today we're gonna take a look at the city of Lakewood and see what the traffic's all about. As you can see, it's pretty much backed up in every direction. Except for the Fawn district. That one is pretty green. He used 3 mods for this game. I disabled the one that had some zoom feature in it that made all the buildings blurry for me. So I disabled that one. But the most important mod is the Traffic Manager President Edition. You can see up here. This one is very important if we want to do something about traffic. We're gonna look first and see, we saw the traffic basically everywhere. If we follow the red lines, we see this is a main road, this one is a main road. They all go here to the roundabout, this one goes to the roundabout, and the highway goes to the roundabout. So this is our choke point that we're gonna have to fix. We're gonna look at the areas, see, so tiny bit of commercial up here. Residential, all this is residential, commercial, offices and industries all up here. So what the Sims are going to be doing is they are going to go from the residential area and they want to go to the indie and commercial areas. So they all want to go through this street here because this is not connected anywhere. So we're gonna have to make a few more connections, maybe up here to relieve a little bit of the pressure, maybe up here, and see what we can do. Alright, first things first, I paused the game so nobody's moving, but we're gonna have to check a few of these intersections and see how they're set up. Okay. So here's traffic lights. Okay, so they're timed traffic lights. So let's stop, remove. I do like timed traffic lights, but for now I'm gonna just remove every one of them. Okay. Then all gone. Just make them streets that give way to the main street like this. The rest is okay, and to save a tiny little bit of space they can just enter the junction. Looks like most of them are entering the junction anyway. Look at this mess. They're all coming from this building. It's like maybe a party was going on and they're all leaving. Alright. So, are we there yet? A few more. That will clear a little bit of this tail. It won't solve the problem though, because the problem is right all the way up there. Let's do this ones as well while we're at it and see how they're set up. Stop, well, giveaway is good enough. Alright, I think I'm just gonna redo the roundabout. Let's see how this flows. These are just standing still. I see most of the pedestrians are taking the walkway, so that's good. That's not causing any issues. This one is the highway coming on. Alright. So what we want to prevent is the ones coming from the highway and mostly probably going to the industry area are going this way, and then all the residential ones going to the commercial area having to cross it, and the residential ones going to work have to also go this way. So maybe if we start with relieving the pressure and having a connection from the residential area up to the industry area, maybe up here or here. I'll start with this easy one here. I call it the anarchy tool. That's nice. I'm calling this the easy one because I'm just gonna do it like this. What's that? Incinerator. Yeah, just those garbage trucks are just gonna be stuck in traffic. So I was saying I'm calling it the easy way because it's just dang and we have a connection. It won't do that much because it's gonna draw the people from this side to this side. Not very much, but at least it's a relief for the system. We might do the same if we take this road maybe and have it enter here. That's the second connection. Let's make it a little bit bigger. One incinerator up there. I'm just gonna connect it all the way up there. Let's make some room. I'm getting rid of the trees because I don't like it when they're dead in the middle, so I'm using the one without the trees if it's close to the industry. I'll give you some trees there. Right. Maybe if we'll connect that road and use that junction for this incinerator plant there. And those traffic lights got to go there. So big road going to the indie area. We might as well connect this one. That's not gonna be very. Gonna try a little trick maybe. Instead of having this avenue. Wow, look at those people. We're gonna have a. Oh, sorry. We're gonna have a. Leave this a little while. Let's see how the traffic is changing. It's already starting to back up. These ones wanna go. They're coming from here and they wanna go like this. We have to do something about the pedestrians. Look at that. So many pedestrians. They're blocking the street. So we have to make a few pedestrian connections. Oh, there's a school. So definitely close to the schools. We'd want to have. Oh, come on. We'd want to have walkways for pedestrians that connect it. There's one mod that I like. It's the Move It mod. With Move It you can just drag it so it will be a little bit nicer. I might just have to install it. Oh, I did activate it. There you go. So see what I did there? The Move It mod, if you press M, it starts it. And you can take a point and move it. So you can do a lot of things. Maybe just make this straight, for example, or connect it like this. Make it a little bit more curvy. You can play around. People are starting to use it already. So I know this is not a mod that was installed, but I did activate it. I had a brief look at the city before recording this video. This is just a nice little park in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so while we're at it, we might just as well connect this. All the way up here. There we go. Always make sure you have plenty of walkways, and they're already using it. Right. So what did we do? We created this connection. A few cars are using it. Okay. Doesn't have to be more than that. Maybe we could make a connection here, but we already have this one. But this is part of a giant lockup. We'll make this a priority road and let them enter the block junction. There you go. And they're all coming from this side, so let's make sure that this one is give way. Few cars are using this one. We could make a proper connection, but I think we're not going to. We might make a slip lane for all the residential traffic. I made it straight enough for it to have the straight arrow, I think. I'll just make sure and do it this way. You go there. Alright. So some cars are starting to use it. They shouldn't be coming from this side though. If you're on this lane, you're queuing to go in one of those streets, I guess. We'll give you a choice. But you're not getting off. If you want to get off, you have to switch right here. Right, look at that. So that's starting to move a little bit. And of course it'll jam up here. But I don't think that many cars will start to use it, because it's just a little bit of residential. There's nothing much there. So, right, let's check traffic. Well, 35%. Didn't change much yet. We could connect this one. No, I'm just gonna redo this to get this flowing. Alright. There's one more thing that we're missing, and I'm not gonna make the connection here. If you want to connect industry and commercial, we're gonna not use this point. We're just gonna make a connection somewhere up here. So let's see if we have everything. Residential going to commercial can just go straight ahead without crossing anything. If you want to go to work in the industry, you go this way. And if you want to go to the highway, you're out of luck. Alright, I did miss that one because that's the left turn here. Actually, I might have to do that. Then for industry in and out, we just have the main road with not too much of connections, just small ones at different places. So this one should go pretty good. And then for the connection between commercial and industry, I'd rather not have them go somewhere here because that's a difficult way to get on there, and it's gonna be already busy. So we're gonna just connect it to this problem area, and then we have to sort that out because that's chock-a-block. All right. First of all, let's make this street the main street. It was either that or have the main street go this way, but we'll have it split and see what happens. It's a bit too big to my liking, but we'll leave it like this. Let's just unpause it so the traffic can settle a little bit, and then we'll look for the pedestrians. You can see they're using the bridge, so only this area is going to be problematic. Let's deal with it straight away. Okay, so now they can use this as well. I don't see many people crossing anymore, but let's disable it anyway. Alright, so what's happening? Oh, traffic lights. There we go. And the ones coming up for the commercial area should be using, oh, I thought this one was connected, should be using that one. So they're now, right now they're getting off here and trying to turn, which we're not allowing. You can only go right. Sorry, everyone who's stuck in the queue, you have to go right. And then I thought this one was all connected. How are we gonna do this? Are we gonna make it a real interchange? Do I have a downloaded asset, or do I have to make one myself? We can use this one. There. Do we have enough money? Yeah. What if these guys want to get on the highway? If I just don't allow them to go left. If I allow them to go left, I can have them give them a dedicated lane. But then this will jam up. We'll just see how that goes. It's a bit of an unusual entry from a highway. Normally I would have it as a roundabout. So that's why I started having this one go down, and then we'd go up here somewhere because I was going to connect this anyway. But since I was planning on making a roundabout right here, I thought of just maybe using these two big roads as an extension. Alright, a roundabout. This one's in my way. I doubt it will empty pretty fast. So how will we do it? I'm gonna have to get rid of this area a little bit. Plaza with trees, dead trees, and just move it to a more clean area. There you go. We're gonna change this street. Yeah, there we go. So this will connect this area to the roundabout. We'll have to have these two connect still. So the commercial area will go to the roundabout, and then this indie area will go to the roundabout. Where are we gonna do that? Cars can go all the way up here, but that's too far away. And the ones coming from the indie going to the commercial would want to go here somewhere as well. I'm facing a few design issues because of this, the way the city was built. This one's pretty close to the roundabout, but I'll take it. I'm afraid this will be a problem point as well in the future, because what I'm doing here is I'm creating a connection that's going to be used tremendously, and it's a small one. It's just to get traffic flowing for now, because I want to see what the impact of it will be. Alright, so let's see, we're made it a little bit better, 47%. There's no more cars waiting here. That's not a problem up there, so that's good. The tailback from this one has almost gone. I think I didn't do these ones, so let's make sure priority goes to the priority lane, and they're allowed to just continue on. But look at that, that's not much. And once they're on here, they just go away. Lots of pedestrians, it's all going smoothly. So the biggest problem is, what are they doing? They're turning around, and here as well. So why are all these ones, they want to turn around, and they want to go, and they want to go, and they want to go? Why do you want to do that? See, the ones getting off, they need to be here. This one goes, where does it go to? It goes in here just to go in here. Something's wrong with the lane management, I think. But everyone on this side is going to the residential area, so that's what I wanted. So that's good. On this side, some are turning here. That was getting on to the highway. It's probably a little bit more than I wanted, but they're stuck here going to this trouble area. Yeah, I really have to deal with this area. My roundabout is stuck, which is probably because I didn't set it up. Biffa style. Biffa, master of roundabouts. There you go. So a roundabout always has to keep moving. So once it's moving again, there we go. That's a nice sight. Alright, so this side, no problem. This side, big problem. And this side, yeah. So the problem is that they want to get off here and get into this one. How are we gonna solve this one? Where is this traffic going? So lots of vehicles going to the shopping area. A little bit of indie. Lots going here. The new connection I made. Yeah. I'm thinking what the biggest problem is. We have a large stream going on this major road and a large stream on this major road, but this major road doesn't properly connect to anything. So we'd have to have it connect to here, so people don't have to drive around all the way. We can do that either by, we'll do the same thing as we did all the way in the beginning of the episode. This will solve just a tiny little bit. Incinerator plant, go away. It won't solve that much, but it will relieve these areas connecting to each other and the residential ones going here. Wow. Colossal order offices. Nice. I've never actually built it myself. It's huge. So we were gonna connect this. If I just pull through, make this a roundabout. What would you say about that? So a little bit unorthodox, but what I did here is I created a roundabout with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streets. It's not very ideal, but given the amount of space I had, I wanted to try this and see if I could get traffic flowing. Same rules apply, so everybody on the roundabout should be able to move without having to stop for anything. Let's see, these can't get off because of this. They want to go left. We'll have to make the decision earlier. So they want to go here to go down. They don't want to use this. If they want to go up, they have to use the big one here. So that's why nobody will be using this one to go up. So this one can be more of an entry, or just a small road that nobody uses, basically. Did I set up these? Yeah. But then they all want to get in here to go left here. I'd rather have them either use the roundabout or have them continue on here. I don't really want them to go there. Yeah, let's not allow it. You have to find another way if you want to go there. Don't go right. Let's see. This should start to move, to get moving. Turn up the speed a little bit. Okay, so the roundabout is moving. On the right side there's no traffic left, so they're all clearing. No one's coming from the top. Might benefit from a connection here. They don't need to be. So basically my ring road is getting longer and longer and longer. But that just gives these ones an option. See, so people are starting to use it already. An option to get there without having to deal with all these junctions here. Are these junctions set up? No. If there's too many wanting to go left, but they all want to go right, okay. Because left it makes for having them to cross, then they have to just take the roundabout, but there's not many doing that. These ones, yeah, this is always going to be a little bit of a problem. We might just have to make this exit only. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's okay, there's not too much traffic going from that side, so they can turn. But it's a little bit too long, so it's blocking the roundabout. We'll give that a tiny bit more space and see if that's enough. We can use the asymmetrical road. Space occupied. Maybe if we move it out a little bit. There we go. That way there's a lane for the people going to the right. And they're even allowed to use this one if they want. And you can do whatever. It's not going to be enough. let's see, this one, okay, has cleared up. Still a lot of cars using this road, the ones coming from down here, but there's no tailback onto my little roundabout here. So the only one problem we're having is all the way up to this point. They're just not turning fast enough. What can we do about it? That's either make a bridge or tunnel so that they can turn left, but that's not a very nice solution. Making traffic lights, but here they have to turn left again, so there's two left turns. That's always pretty close to each other. That's the biggest problem here. If only they could turn right. Cemetery in the way. On the other side as well. Maybe if I do a little bit creative. That's the magic with the Move It mod. Always check your zoning after you use it, because oftentimes it changes a little bit and then buildings despawn. Once again, I made a connection between areas. That's what basically was missing. Oh, that's underground. Was basically what was missing. If you remember the start of the episode, all the traffic was going through this roundabout here, and there were no connections at all here. So I made a pedestrian connection here, a big street up here going into this little roundabout-ish thing, and then the ringway all the way around connecting. These two areas were not connected as well, so I made this one connecting this area, and this area, and the ring road. So the remaining problem is now the cars trying to get into the commercial zone have to turn left and turn left again on two major roads, which is not very good. So I might have them go tunnel underground and come back here, or I gave them the option right just now to use this road so that they can turn right here. But the roundabout is clearing, so the tailback's gone. There's no traffic here. Let's see what the percentage is. 65%. So what's the problem areas? Getting on from the highway here, that's an easy fix. We'll just give them a road to the left and a road to the right, so that'll get it moving a little bit faster. This will be a problem once you start expanding more. Then you'll have to have a roundabout or something here, up here. Just a little bit of traffic here. That's a big turn for this area. You might want to connect this. I'm not sure, but then most of them will start using this. But it's okay for now. We're just gonna leave it. This is red just because of the traffic, not because of it backing up. So that's very nice. it does look a little bit strange. I mean, it used to be a roundabout, and I made it a thing. Not really a roundabout. I allowed them to go only in a few directions. Like, they can go right and up. And then they can go to the highway, but then they'd have to go this way. I'm amazed that this is not causing much more problems, because I thought I would have to make a second branch and tunnel it beneath it and join here. But it's okay for now. Most of the residential people are not using the highway. The highway is used for industrial purposes mostly, and they're using the big road here, so they don't have to slow down for anything. Coming in as well, they can go to the residential, to the industry, and if they want to go to the commercial, they have to use this one. And from the commercial back to residential, just use the bridge, and commercial to the highway. You just go there. Commercial industry, we have connected this side. So we're not allowing them to go left here, because that would create... actually we could, because we have this street, and we can make it just one way, that they can only go this way and not go to the right, because then they have to use this one. That might get some pressure off of the roundabout on top as well. So we have a junction here already. Other way around. And we're only gonna use it to go left. And of course, everybody has to give way to the big road. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good idea, but we'll see if that helps. Right, this has started to move fantastically. Okay, so the double road here and the connection here has helped. I did see a little bit of a tail back here because of that traffic lights. They're starting to use this to get there. That's okay, you're allowed. But it does create a crossing here, which I didn't anticipate. This will cause problems at a later date. But for now, look at that. 74%. Biggest problem area is this one. We'll see these cars want to go. Where do y'all want to go? We have lots of pedestrians. And we have room for a pedestrian bridge. There we go. And then we'll disable pedestrians crossing on this side as well. They can cross here. Look at that massive amount of pedestrians. I don't want you to park on the roundabout, people. Stay off. And then there's too many crosswalks. Just use the same one. Use this one. And this one. Yeah, that's better. And then here they're using this one a lot, which is good because most traffic is here. If you want to go there, just follow the mainstream people, go that way. Could have bridged it. So usually it's also not a good idea to have buildings on the roundabout. We'll allow it a little bit, but make it low commercial instead of high, so it doesn't generate too much. So look at that. We solved the issue with the pedestrians here. That will hopefully clear things up a bit. A slip lane could be... Why are they... Oh, I forbid them to turn right here, so they're going in here, turning and going back. That's not allowed. No. No, no, no. I don't want you to do that. That's pedestrian, cyclist. Okay. Well, not many are doing it. It's just a... Well, you can't really see where they're coming from. But a lot of the traffic was going to this side, so we'd have to make this connection. So the street is just turning basically and has an exit. This might jam up pretty fast if it's too popular. This one is just a free-for-all. Let's see how the traffic goes. Lots of people will start using this. Yeah, it's already backing up just a few seconds after I build it. But it will clear up the ones wanting to go right here. So this will start moving. It has two feeding lanes, one from here. That's okay, that's not too much on this one. Yeah, we'll have to give them a faster option to get on there. There you go. If you want to turn right, you can do so. If you want to go straight, you can do that. It is moving, so we'll leave it at that. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done here. 78%. There's a little bit of red here, probably some lane management. Going from 2 lanes plus 1 is 3, if I would say. But we're just gonna make sure that they don't collide immediately. Just use the on-ramp a little bit further, like this. And then you can change later. You even get a 4th lane here. And there you go. This one, as I said, is gonna have to be a roundabout later on. because this road has a pretty big area that can use it on the main road. So I would put in a roundabout here for future use. This one has been a little bit better now because of this connection. This one is now jamming up. Every time I think I'm done, it's starting again. 80%, I think that's nice. To sum up, I've built the ring road here to connect all these little streets and the residential area from this side. I've connected the highway to this. I didn't make a roundabout here. I maybe should. So this area might have to be reworked a little bit. I got the roundabout here, a roundabout here. The big connection right here, it's been heavily used, and I've changed this roundabout to make them have a little bit less options. The ones that are making sense, I've connected. The ones that don't make sense, like the residential going onto the highway, they have to just look for another way. I did forget to prohibit them turning left, so they're still getting on the highway from this side. It's causing a tiny little bit of traffic, but not too much. If it's getting too much, I would just make a tunnel that would connect here so that they can go on. I'm guessing a lot of people will also just go just get on from here. Oh well, we can keep fiddling around with it. 81%, I think that's pretty good. This will remain a problem area. I think the best thing to do is get rid of the cemetery, and then have this a little bit different, maybe a road in between and a major road a little bit lower, and then have this like a roundabout where we can connect these two together, and this street, and then a street coming from up here, and then instead of having these connect, you have a big street here and connect all these. But that's a bit too much work. 84%, I think that's pretty good. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have picked up a few pointers about how I do things, and then hope you can enjoy this city. If you want, I can upload this to the workshop. Just shout out, put something in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again someday.